Well, it's kind of weird seeing this being recorded because this is a really early developer prototype. So
do you want me to now?
Well, no, because I can explain sort of how this works.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
there you go.
We're very gameplay focused. So when you are creating something, you need the play mechanics to be fun.
Yeah.
So what the idea is, you do something called gray boxing, and if the game can be fun with just gray boxes moving around, then it will be fun when you add animation on.
Makes sense,
because,
right?
you know what, awesome animation isn't going to make a boring game fun, but an awesome game with awesome animation is a great game.
Yeah, it's a great game regardless, you know?
So what you're seeing right now is just a rough mock-up of what the turn-based single device play would be. So you pass it to your buddy, you have your hidden hand. It lets you feel like a supervillain because the whole point is like, you know, like board games or card games with your friends where the point is to beat them, trick them, to execute your plot. So these are the basic henchmen. You'll be able to evolve them into different types. We have several supervillain factions. So you pick your supervillain and you create faction henchmen around them. And what the faction henchmen do is they're not necessarily more powerful than the generic henchmen, but what they do is they open up gameplay possibilities, like people that can do knockback or maybe pull characters toward them. Area of effect. Yeah.
So like maybe
Buffs,
like a
debuffs.
poison effect or, you know.
Exactly. The way it plays, it's
Don't worry, you can use that if you want to use that idea. I won't sue. I don't have the money.
Is it like chess meets Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, that's cool. And they evolve and... Because I don't think I've seen that, you know, really sort of like the chess... But it's definitely... Will it still be like those type of dimensions, you know, sort of 5 by... What is that?
We're playing with that
8?
Because it's sort of
going to be a bit more open.
Well, it depends on how many players. For the 2-player game, because it's turn-based, you kind of want people to get into the action really quickly because you're a supervillain, henchmen are disposable. You throw them at each other. You don't care what happens to them.
Exactly, they're cannon fodder.
Yeah, it's supervillains are about, what is it, plotting, deception, and mayhem, and we're trying to execute on all 3 of those.
Yeah, it's just like the Joker, you know, the Joker sends out his henchmen and, you know, he doesn't care if he runs away because, you know, you can just go to Acme Factory or somewhere, wherever he goes and gets more, you know.
Just clone some more.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of hard to show them off right now, but you can see like lots of exaggerated motions. They have a lot of character.
Yeah, they're all distinctive, and that's. I guess you gotta flip that palette over.
Well, I keep them facing backwards. It makes it more obvious that this is just a prototype.
Yeah,
also, you notice all the things. It's like panel, 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 button.
Actually says put on.
Yeah.
But they do get the moonwalk, which is also fun.
Yeah. We don't have reaction animations in there, but like I said, we just started a few weeks ago with paper prototypes.
And that's amazing, you know. You already have, you know, the general idea down.
Yep, so we've just been doing like our design, like the tuning and stuff has been on the paper, and now we're just kind of like getting those guys' mechanics and stuff.
Yeah. It's cool.
And each faction will have its own play style. There'll be a muscle faction where the objective is to get in close and just hit hard. Science faction where you need to sort of keep back and attack with range. Magic faction which will play a big controlling role. So basically raising the dead and trying to keep players like just control game. Yeah.
Slow and
move your enemy, slow your enemy, weaken your enemy. So think of it almost like StarCraft with radically different play styles, but still all balanced.
Right.
Yeah.
And with Mark coming from Playdom, I'm leaving that up to you.
Cool.